Okay, so in creating a block print, you really have to learn to plan out your design. And as you plan out your design, you have to always keep in the back of your head, you are carving it. You are carving out all the white spaces and anything in the background that will be orange. So that might change what you draw as your idea, because the detail you can get with a pencil is probably not the same as the detail you're going to be able to achieve with carving, especially when you think about the colors: black, white, and orange. That's it. So really keep that in mind. To help guide you through that process, I have some choices for you. We're going to be working with what's called a silhouette. The first silhouette we're going to practice is a house on a hill, and I'm going to show you that with this sheet here. Now, on the back side of your paper, you have a second idea. Here you can really experiment with the idea of a silhouette and do other types of things. Like here you see a bird, here's another bird, a wolf. But what I want you to keep in mind is that you're going to need a moon in the background. You're going to need silhouette only, so not a lot of detail inside the shape. It's going to be mostly black. And remember your three colors: orange, which could be back here, white, which could be the moon, and black, which could be your silhouette. So keeping that in mind will keep your plan successful and achievable on the piece of rubber you're going to get. So I'm going to demonstrate how to make this house on a hill, and just to show you just how easy it is. And then you guys are going to get to try it out today on the worksheet up here. So the first thing you're going to do, just like it says right here, is draw a hill and a rectangle. Everybody can do that. Super easy. Now, I drew my rectangle kind of small on this paper. Again, we're going to think about the fact that we're carving this. So my rectangle here, I'm going to make a little bit bigger. The second thing you're going to do is add some additional rectangles. Now, I'm going to keep my example super simple. However, if you want to change it up a bit and do a shape that's a little bit different, taking ideas from this page or maybe just your own brain, go for it. I love creativity. All right, so now I have my two rectangles. I'm going to create my roof. I'm just going to do a chopped off triangle. Like this. After I do that, I'm going to add some details. I could add doors, windows, chimneys. Here's where you get to kind of put some pizzazz on it. Now, notice it doesn't look like anything special yet. That's okay, because I'm going to keep adding details. I need to also add details to my background. So that might be a crazy looking winter tree, or maybe a graveyard, or anything else that I can pop into my head, as long as I'm keeping in mind that I'm gonna have to carve it. Oh, I forgot my moon. I'm gonna draw kind of a circle shape behind my house. This will help separate it from the background. With our limited color choices, we need that moon there so that it doesn't just blend in with our background, so we can actually see our house. Maybe I draw some clouds over the moon. I'm going to show you a little really easy way to draw a tree. I start with a Y, and then I add little Y's. Now, it looks like nothing special right now, but in a minute I'm going to make those lines thicker so that they really show up. I could do things like a bat. Okay, so again, it doesn't look that great, but when I take my time and do this next step, you're going to see that it looks a little bit better when I fill it in and make it that silhouette. It's part of the trick of using the silhouette with this project. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll show you it when it's done. Okay, so here's my final version. So I'm going to point out some things that I changed. One, I added this path so you could see my tree trunk, because the hill is going to have to be black. If I didn't have the path, you would only see the top of my tree, which would be kind of confusing. So that pathway allows me to see that. I also added a tree back here just to kind of balance it out. And I lightly shaded in the back. This is going to represent the orange color that will be behind my house, like in my final print. It's not actually going to be gray. So keep it simple with idea one. Follow the steps, but change them up as you see fit. And then with idea two, don't be afraid to experiment with a different style of house, or perhaps even a different type of silhouette.